Hi guys, Dan from New Jersey Dog Training Center. We're going to have a little discussion today about prong collars or correction collars. Why do we use correction collars? To put some communication to your dog so they know right from wrong. It helps with a lot of direction depending on how you use the tool to communicate to your dog. So you can walk your dog on a harness, absolutely, but if the dog is not understanding your communication, it might be doing some things inappropriately, and you need to be able to communicate right from wrong to that dog so it learns how to live its life. I don't care what type of tool you use to teach your dog, as long as you get your dog to understand. It's not fair for us to put a harness on the dog and let the dog act inappropriately, pull on the harness or on the leash. It's not fixing the problem. It's probably building up more anxiety in the dog, stressing the dog out more, probably hurting their ligaments and tendons in their knees and legs by trying to pull you. So we use correction collars to correct that behavior. We don't want the dog to pull us. We want the dog to follow us. When we go a certain direction, they don't want to follow, they want to pull. Well, we correct that and we get the dog to pay attention to us with leash pressure. Everything you want your dog to do, you're going to have to teach it. The dog doesn't come pre-ordered or understands the commands unless you put the work in to teach them how to do it. So a little bit about prong collars or correction collars. There's a lot of different styles and companies out there that make them. One, you make sure you go educate yourself on how to install or use or put on or size a prong collar appropriately to your dog. And there's other videos out there, more to come, on how to do that. So go ahead and search it up. Educate yourself as much as possible on the tool that you want to use. Besides what styles we have, there's so many different out there. Some actually have reasons the reason why they were made. Some dogs have allergic reaction to a nickel chemical or type of metal in the prong collars that they might have allergic reaction to. So they came out with different prong collars to fix that, so your dog doesn't have allergic reaction or skin irritation from the metal touching the dog's skin. So we have the top of the line model brand company out there is Herm Sprenger. They're from Germany. Okay, so this prong collar has been installed with a quick release buckle. You put it around your dog's neck, you clip it in, all right? The only thing with prong collars, they don't stretch. They're made out of metal. It's tight, okay? It should be snug on your dog's neck, all right? Not too tight that it's uncomfortable. We only want that to happen when we apply the pressure to the chain with the leash, okay? That's when we communicate on and off with pressure to the dog. So we want it snug enough that it's not uncomfortable, but tight enough that it's not making it as tight as possible. And these metal triangles here are not touching the center ring, the dead ring. Okay. You have your live D-shaped ring here. That's where you apply your leash to. You have your chain link, and then it attaches to the dead ring. All right. You have your prongs. All right, the prongs are all shaped in a certain direction to give very good pressure and communication when you make your leash tight. These prongs are not sharpened, they're rounded off. They're made out of stainless steel metal, so they won't rust. All right, this collar we get from a company called StarMark. All right, they also have a website, I believe it's paulmark.net. or .com. Please go ahead and search it, check them out. They also have a wholesale website also. So if you're a trainer, go check it out. They're really good. They give good prices. But the reason why there's so many different styles is you want one, people like the colors and the looks, all right? Here is the standard stainless steel 2.25 millimeter prong collar. I like using these small thin ones. I don't like using a 3 millimeter, all right? So they also have painted in black, okay? So it's the same thing, stainless steel, but it's been painted. Just the looks of it looks nicer. This is my dog's personal collar, all right? And they also have, let me pronounce it properly, Currigan, or Currigan, all right? It's a type of metal that doesn't have much nickel in the metal, and it won't have allergic reaction to the dog's skin. So some dogs still might have a reaction, so be careful, educate, pay attention to your dog when you have it on. See if the dog is starting to break out and a little bit of hives. This is also made by Herm Sprenger, all right? It doesn't have a D-ring. So when you do connect, make sure you don't connect to the dead ring and kind of tie a knot in with the chain link. You want to have two circles, a circle around and a circle of chain link with the prongs or the chain, all right? When you apply a pressure, it kind of should make a triangle, okay, around the dog's neck. Also, with dogs that have allergic reaction, there's a company called StarMark. Okay, StarMark makes this collar. It's made out of a plastic material. It does have a little metal clip. I believe there's some that don't have the metal clip. All right. So here it is out of the package. It's kind of has a metal clip for easy on and off. You can also disconnect these links to make it smaller or bigger. The collar doesn't stretch, so if your dog grows, you're going to have to add more prongs to make it fit your dog, right? So this is made out of plastic, so if you have an allergic reaction with your dog, all right, and he's not able to handle the Currigan style, the hypoallergenic prong collar, you might want to try to go with this type of system, all right? Again, since it still has metal on it, we found a little feature, all right? This little black material here, all right, is a almost like a lady's hairband, headband for their head, okay? It is a piece of material, like cotton material, that has been sewn together in almost like a cylinder or like a tube, all right? It comes completely in a round, almost like a rubber band that they put on their head, all right? We take the stitches off where it's sewn together into a circle, and we just drape it over or thread the prong collars through the material, so it kind of covers up the prongs from actually touching the skin. So the metal is not metal on skin, it's metal on cotton, keeping it off the dog's skin. That might help you here, and you can possibly also put it over your metal clips for your dog. So that's to help you with the hyperallergenic. It's a great thing. If you have any concerns, you can probably go on Amazon and purchase the cotton headbands. We'll try to give you a link, or just comment on the video, and we'll give you a link where to get them. You can order them right on Amazon. They usually come in a package of like 15 headbands for like $5 or something like that. This is a aftermarket prong collar. The size is a lot smaller. We use this for our smaller dogs. Okay, it fits my wrist. It's very lightweight. Again, the prongs are rounded off. All right. And Paul's Mark also puts these little plastic clips together for easy on and off. We have a lot of clients that have little small dogs, and they might have a little arthritis in their hands, and they can't figure out how to disconnect through the prongs. and easily with their arthritic fingers. So, very lightweight equipment, should be snug on a dog, and you should only have to use very light pressure to communicate with your dog. This collar should never be tight on your dog's neck unless you're communicating communicating and talking to the dog. All right. Pretty much to wrap up this video for you guys, any prong collar that you're going to use, I recommend backing it up. Okay. You can use what we use here. We have these. These are our dominant dog collars that we make here. All right. We make them by hand. Very lightweight. It goes over with 2 loops on it. All right. And we make it long enough that it becomes it doesn't get activated when you apply the pressure to the dog's neck. So it goes over your wrist, and you have 2 collars together. So you can take your leash, you hook your leash here onto the backup collar, and then hook it to your live ring on your prong collar. All right. So God forbid something happens and your prong collar fails and it gets disconnected. Well, then you still have control of your dog, so he's not running loose. And usually the prong collars fail at the worst times. Probably when you gave a correction for being reactive to another dog. And you don't want that to happen. So always back your collars up. I've seen also people use a carabiner hook to the dead ring to a flat collar. Not a fan. I don't like the more metal. I like to keep it as lightweight as possible. I want your dog to feel naked on leash. The quicker he learns how to behave when he's on leash and collar, the quicker I can get him off the collar and behaving as an off-leash dog. So I'll give you a little closer up look at these collars and what we have here. And if you have any questions, please comment below. Like us out on Facebook, Instagram, social media, also YouTube. Thank you for touching in with me. Again, my name is Dan from New Jersey Dogs Training Center. We'd love to help you guys out. Have a great day.